playing Elite Dangerous. Finally, 100 rank of Surf. Now we can level up. The next level is when we can get the Imperial Courier, the ship we've been saving for. Since the last video, I re-engineered everything, changed everything around, so now we don't have a power problem anymore, but we don't do as much damage, but we have better shields. We have incendiary rounds, and I switched out one of the missile launcher for another cannon, because we could engineer that and not the missile launcher. And I did like 5 or 6 missions. Took me like hours and hours. Other than that, I've been having fun on the surface, trying to get resources and scanning things with geological, discovering things in the Discovery Codex. I was just about to do another mission because I was waiting for the promotion job to refresh, but it's refreshed now. So I got 2 deliveries of liquor. I'm just about to take the second one. Another thing that was taking long. Most of this is from donations. The rank. I only had 5 missions and the rest was donations. I went in the Codex. I went to Discoveries tab, and I followed the geological land surveys. And that's been really time consuming. Scanning the land, flying above it, really low. Got some firm oils. This one right here, silicate vapor. Got the water ice firm oil. I didn't get the lava spouts, I did get this gas vent though. That was the first one I went when I was scanning this one, the regular firm oil, and when I finished scanning it, they said it was a gas vent. So there was something else that I was doing, but I forgot. It was taking me a long time. That sucks. Nowhere to turn in my bounties. I've obviously been fighting a lot of pirates. Let's get this promotion mission from the Imperial Navy Intelligence. It's a simple courier mission. It's not to the place I'm already going, though. I'm going to Lambda 1. And so I was picking up any mission that goes there. Let's take this courier mission. Courier delivery. I'm not going to take no pirate missions or landfall missions or things like that. Lambda 1 delivered, but we can't hold that many units. Because I feel a lot better about the engineering now. And our shield is up to 550. It was at 380 before, so I figured out a winning combination for sure. You know, why would we have a piece of equipment not engineered when we could have a piece engineered? So missile racks are gone. They didn't help that much anyway. The lasers are what brings down their shield, and then the gun and the laser are good enough to destroy the hulls. They're almost too easy, and they're in better ships than us, and higher ranks than us. So it's not a problem. Not a problem. Contacts. I haven't figured out anything new with that. I ranked up. I already told you that. I ranked up from Pioneer. I'm at 86 million. I've been donating every month, almost all the money I get. Like the ship we're about to buy is fit for combat, so I did some reading on it. It has higher class and more gun slots than the next ship we're gonna get, and the next ship is a flying tank. It's a Type 7 transporter, and the Imperial Courier is far more designed to be a combat ship. It's supposed to be a limousine for important people that you can protect them in it. You know, you're couriering very important people, so it needs guns and armor. And it's got them all right. It's going to be a hell of a fighter. And we're not going to customize this ship into any specific role. Because after we get the courier, I think the ships are going to be good enough to where we can. This isn't good enough to dedicate it to one thing quite yet. Not quite big enough. But the courier is definitely a fighter. Definitely designed to be a fighter. So we're gonna make it a fighter. And then the Type 7 is going to be like a hauler or a miner. If you saw the picture, you'd be surprised. It's like a flying tank, and you would think it would be a better fighter than our little limousine, looking all fancy, but it's weird. I had this pickup mission, wasted a lot of time. I was flying around looking for source and return items that I couldn't find, and flying to every engineer to re-engineer everything was time consuming. So I spent a lot of time roaming the surface. Couldn't find anything too valuable or too unique or new for me. We're gonna do a lot of combat with the next ship. Should be getting it today though. Thanks finally. I don't know, get out of the side, get out of the side. Simple drop and delivery here. Oh no, it's not quite so simple. That's far. As we rank up in the Imperial Navy, we're going to get different permits to different systems. And if you look at the lore books, the systems have history and stories with them. The knowledge base and the Empire. I had a playlist. What happened to it? Like there's this one that starts with an A where the Empire started. That's we're going to get that in a couple ranks. The permits that go with that. That's pretty cool. I like that. It's empty. Pardon me. I also want to get back to work for the Aisling. We've heard the intro, the history. The Achenar colony is really a solar system. Society, they're like rich, perfectionist people who own slaves, but they treat their slaves better than anybody, they say. Things like that, and they're like they don't believe in tattoos, piercings, or anything. They like things that are fancy and rich. I forgot to turn it on. That's the Empire.
The Empire. History. The Achenar colony was founded. In the mid-23rd century,
$1 million.
entrepreneur Marlene Duval was so frustrated with the federal government that she founded an independent colony of her own in the Achenar system, chosen for its remoteness. When Marlene was killed shortly afterwards in a flyer accident, her brother Henson Duval took over as ruler. Henson Duval, the emperor. Duval
I think they stole 108 merits from us.
That Marlene had set up, and in its place, he established a system modeled on ancient Rome. He was now emperor, and his closest allies were his senators. Any colonists who might have objected were forced into silent compliance with Duval's vision.
We got thrusters engineered, shield engineered 4A, beam laser engineered, shield booster engineered, shield booster engineered. In the last video, I only have one of these engineered. So multi-cannon engineered.
The Mudlark extinction.
Wish I could read the experimental effects I've added. Frameshift drive engineered, power distributor engineered, cannon engineered. And everything's on. And when we pull the weapons, things like the hangar, the planetary vehicle hangar, the hangar and the cargo bay will shut off. We got 28 storage space, an engineered surface scanner.
No obvious practical purpose, possibly indicating a nascent artistic culture.
Looking nice.
The Mudlarks proved fatally vulnerable
I just get it work fixed right and like maxed out proper, and we're getting a new ship.
The species was extinct. Rumors subsequently emerged that Henson Duval had purposefully removed all traces of the mudlarks, partly in fear
Yeah,
of
they
federal
caused
reprisal,
they made an
and partly
species
to
go
ensure that his
extinct
development plans would not be hindered by
so they
ecological
could have
constraints.
support businesses.
The Federation
It caused
attempted to
quite the
reclaim
controversy.
Mackinac. When the federal government heard rumors that Duval's colony had recklessly caused the destruction of a sentient indigenous species, they decided on military
Let's go to
intervention.
Jones.
The Imperial ships beat back the federal attackers, who were
We just
unable to
passed
establish a
everything.
beachhead among the airless outer worlds, and struggled to maintain supply lines so far from Earth. The federal forces eventually fell back and entrenched in the Beta Hydri system. Skirmishes with Imperial ships continued for the next 50 years, but these were unable to prevent Duval from expanding the Empire to many other worlds. The Age of Expansion. After hostilities with the Federation ceased, the Empire entered a century of growth, annexing many new systems and persuading others to join. It spent the following 2 centuries consolidating its new territory, appointing colonial administrators from among the noble houses of Achenar.
I want to help with the expansion.
The Empire. Society. An ancient Roman model.
Here we go.
The Empire works on a clean system. Society is divided into tiers: Emperor, senators, patrons, clients, and then citizens, with slaves below these. Groups of patrons pledge their support to a given senator, offering military service, tax revenue, and the right to wield the patrons' votes in the Senate on their behalf. In return, the patrons are granted a measure of protection and material security, as well as having their interests represented in the Imperial Senate. Senators are responsible for deciding tax rates and welfare systems for their
Small
patrons,
caliber,
meaning
limpets,
that the
large
lower a
caliber,
given senator's tax rates, the more
life
patrons
support.
he is likely to attract. This is far from being a patron's only concern, however. Loyalty over time, ideological
Our
compatibility,
jump
family
range is
connections,
increased
and
too.
discreet
Shield
private
health is only
deals can all play a
4384.
part in
Why is
deciding
that?
which senator to
I was
back.
looking at armor health. That's
The system extends
525.
downward through the tiers in a
Awesome.
similar fashion,
It's like
with
we actually
clients
went down
pledging
a little.
themselves to given patrons, and citizens pledging themselves to given clients. The votes held by the patrons actually comprise the total votes of all the clients pledged to them. Similarly, the votes held by those clients comprise the total votes of their pledged citizens. Patrons are therefore capable of investing variable degrees of power in their chosen senators, with the result that some senators are more
That's when I was
powerful
on
than
land,
others.
those discoveries at
Senators are
QBO.
responsible for those below them, meaning that everyone has a form of social security, at least in theory. Indeed, many
Trying to get
senators
with the
take pride in
prismatic.
the
Oh, we're in
security they
Lambda
offer
right
their
now.
citizens.
The prismatic
Some have
Imperium.
even been known to drain
Or
material
the
wealth
Empire and
from small
QBO.
independent worlds and pump it back into the capital economy, allowing them to reduce citizens' taxes and giving their own popularity a considerable boost. Patrons are free to withdraw their patronage from their chosen senator, placing the onus on the senator to represent them satisfactorily or face a loss of voting power. Rigid stratification. The division between social classes is formal, unambiguous, and strict. But there is a clear path to advancement. A person can pay a fee and petition for admittance to the rank above. In this way, slaves can become
Oh, it's not
citizens
earned,
too.
it's monetary, huh?
The law is not the same for all. Senators have a responsibility to enforce the law, and they must obey the emperor's decree, but are otherwise above the law. A senator can even carry out executions personally with little, if any, fear of
Longo
consequence.
Montanus Terminal. ROE.
The Empire.
Rice.
Military. The Imperial Navy.
Bainbridge.
Maintaining a modernized navy has always been a top priority for the Empire. The ever-present threat posed by the Federation has driven previous emperors to empty the coffers again and again, for fear of being outstripped in the arms race. More recently, funding has come from wealthy individual senators, many of whom are all too eager to gain influence within the Navy. Indeed, it has been claimed that devastating planetary mining has been carried out in order to further this cause. The Fasisi system is arguably the most significant imperial naval base. Many officers are housed on the world of Topaz, while Peter's Wreck is home to the training centers. As well as the battle fleets, the Imperial Navy maintains a subdivision dedicated
And we're
to
working our
exploring the
ass off for
fringes
this
of known
shit.
space. The Emperor's Own. Genetic engineering is not officially tolerated in the Empire, but it does sometimes take place.
Purists.
One notable example is the
Puritans.
Emperor's Own, a group of genetically engineered super soldiers deployed during the shock invasion of Mansfield Colony in the Leadless
They
system
secretly
in
use
2959.
genetically engineering
They
for
proved
super
brutally
soldiers, and
efficient,
that's it.
overrunning the Federal defenses in a mere 2 hours and inflicting a rare defeat upon a Federal Gurkha regiment. The Empire, culture and values. The human body represents perfection. This belief, once held with near religious intensity, still forms the bedrock of the Empire's culture and morals. Genetic modification is frowned upon, but a degree of genetic correction is known to take place, supposedly to correct defects such as vulnerability to certain diseases. The belief in the sanctity of the human body originates with the first emperor, Henson de Val. While he did not claim to be literally descended from the gods in the manner of Roman emperors of old, he declared that his own image was the paradigm to which others ought to aspire.
I think the human body is
Households
perfect.
across the empire were required to display a statue or bust of the emperor in a place of honor. Imperial citizens are therefore expected to shun habits that corrupt or defile the human body, such as excessive indulgence
Is this
in
third planet
narcotics.
side?
The ownership of slaves, by contrast, is tolerated in the same way that the ownership of any
Slow me
beautiful
down,
work
planet.
of art
Slow
is
me
tolerated.
down.
Mistreatment of
It
slaves
did not.
is thus
How did it
akin to
not?
vandalism.
It only works against
Keeping
us.
one's own body in peak
That's
condition
fucked up.
and adorning it with
It'll
jewels and
slingshot us
expensive clothes is not
and make
valid.
us go fast, but won't slow us down, even if we're going right at it.
But duty
Or going right
and
around it.
owning well-treated slaves is
You know
also
what I mean.
considered a sign of good character.
Lincoln Yankee Oscar uniform. The Imperial Flight Operations Bureau offers their warmest greetings, Commander. Docking request. Plot route for approach to landing pad 01. Use of automated docking computer permitted. You
It sucks that we can't listen to it when we're all the
The
time.
emperor's successor is decided by the
No, we
Senate,
can.
although the Duval dynasty has such a strong power base that the imperial throne has
It's
only
dynasty,
ever been
man.
occupied by members of that bloodline. For generations, genetic selection ensured that the emperor's heir would be male, and the current ruler,
Frontier is a
Elizabeth
UK
Duval,
company.
is the first woman
You know,
to
all
hold
these
the
UK
throne.
voices in the
Marlene
game,
Duval
probably
is
from
sometimes
the makers.
described as the empire's first female ruler, but this is incorrect. The colony she founded was a democracy. Honor is
A
everything.
democracy?
The value placed on honor is a constant throughout all tiers of imperial society. Honor can be lost through various means, including leaving debts unpaid,
Bainbridge
failing to
Capital.
respect a superior or provide for a dependent, breaking
Orbital.
safe and secure. Initiating ship lockdown. Our facilities are at your disposal.
Did I ask you to lock my shit down?
solemn vow,
I
conducting
don't
combat
recollect
with
that.
cowardly weapons such as nerve gas and defiling one's own body. Slavery is acceptable, but slaves must be well treated. In the Empire, it is not uncommon
Give
for
me
the poor and
those. I'll take the
disenfranchised to
money.
sign up for a period of military
That's all we
service
have
in
here.
exchange for a small sum of money. A similar
like
logic
it.
applies to imperial slavery.
Prismatic
to the extent that someone
Imperium.
might
We are
sell
now
themselves into slavery to clear a debt and restore their honor.
an ally of
Selling
Prismatic
oneself into
Imperium. Cool,
slavery
cool.
is a
We
straightforward
have better
legal
missions
process
now, but we can't
and
pick them up
results
from
in a
here.
guaranteed sum of money for one's family. So
That
it is a
wasn't
popular
the-
option for the desperate.
That wasn't the
In
Imperial
practice,
Navy
however,
mission?
many find that it takes much longer than expected to clear
I
their
guess
debts.
not.
People are also forced into
I
slavery
thought every
against
mission I
their
picked
will.
up was for here.
Sometimes a senator will sentence a person of lower
Lambda
rank
1
to be stripped of
Tukane.
citizenship and
Lambda 1
designated as a slave.
Karasuki T.
But it is more common to impose
Lambda
a
1
fine of such
Tukane.
magnitude that the citizen has no recourse but to sell his or herself into
Jones
slavery.
Dock.
Slaves may also be taken prisoner following a conflict, abducted from their home, or even captured in a hijacking. While trading slaves is lawful everywhere in the Empire, except on Emerald, taking new slaves outside of wartime is illegal without the blessing of a settler.
Landing coupler disengaged. Please exit the station.
Damn, Jones dock is way back at the front of the system. Where's this last one at? The delivery.
Resentment of the
It's in
Federation
here at
runs
Mohan
deep with the
Forum.
Empire.
Why is Mohan
The
Forum
superpower
not
is
highlighted?
remembered
It
as
must
an
be a
oppressive,
settlement.
interfering force that hypocritically avoids inflicting the slightest
Yeah,
harm on
Mohan Forum.
non-human
That's
life,
far away too.
but thinks
Man.
nothing of forcibly imposing its
I'm
values
not
on its
listening.
fellow
I'm
humans,
gonna
and
suspend
lacking the
again.
freedoms and social customs that the Empire values so dearly. While open hostility has frequently been the case in the past, the current situation is one of
Campaign
grudging
ship expert
coexistence,
clean works
beneath
the
which
list of all.
mistrust simmers. Despite this antipathy, the Empire
We gotta get
cooperated
around
with the
this planet.
Federation in a series of joint initiatives against the Thargoids in the early 3300s.
I would like to work for the Imperial Navy, but unfortunately the rank thing is all we can do, and you have
When
to
the
work for
alliance was
factions
founded
at the
in
station.
3230,
It all goes back
following a
to the
bitter
Navy, though.
conflict with the Empire and the
No,
Federation,
quite
multiple
unceremonious.
systems defected to it from both superpowers. To the
At least we
surprise
get
of many,
ceremonies
the
for our
Empire took
rank
very little
increase.
further
Those
retributive
are
action,
awesome.
partly because
Like
of the ill
combat,
health of the Emperor of the
exploration,
time, and
trading.
partly due to a belief that the defecting systems would return to their natural home sooner or later.
We do all this work
The
to get a
Empire's
promotion, and
current
what do we
attitude
get?
to the Alliance
More
is
work.
one of
Come
studied
on.
contempt. To recognize it as a threat
No
would be
bonus,
too
no
much like showing
anything. Just
respect.
get our ass right
Internal
back out there and
politics.
work.
Unsurprisingly, for a society so concerned with rank and influence, the Empire contains a
Oh,
multitude
pause the last one. We
of
can listen
feuding
to
power
the last
groups.
30
In
seconds of this.
particular, there is a good deal of bad blood between the various noble houses, whose values range from hardcore traditionalist to staunch reformist. The Imperial Senate is no longer as overshadowed by the Emperor as it once was, and has gained sufficient strength to act as a counterbalance to the Emperor's political will. The individual character of the Emperor still determines the Empire's
4
overall
days.
direction, however, and the
Why are we
suggestion
not
that the
jumping
Empire
then?
should evolve out of its old
Why are we
ways
going so
has
slow?
proven deeply divisive. The Empire. History.
That's it.
The Achenar colony was founded. In the
Clear.
mid-23rd century, wealthy...
Pause. Clear. Back forward. There we go. Alright, I'll see you in a minute. Jones Dock. Mrs. Jones, I don't wanna see you go. Mrs. Jones, I remember when you told me so. Mrs. Jones. The recording pauses, the game keeps going. I got confused. I thought I could play you some music, but you won't hear it. Almost there now. I feel like a man. Feel like a brand new man. Oh, we got a Viper Mark III cruising on us. It is in front of us too. We can scan him. Aisling Guardian, hanging out the dock, heading to the dock. Clean, confident, working for Aisling Duval. His name's Rapier. He's falling behind. That says we're getting closer to him, but we're not. We'd already passed him. He wasn't even going in the same direction. Come on now. There, now it says, now it's growing farther and farther. It's 2600 light seconds and increasing. Lost. Yeah, finally. Two human signals. I'd like to find more crash sites and escape pods and personal effects and everything. Can't believe they actually have missions for those. They have the return area because if you destroy them or you get lost in the mission, they sprinkle like your mission's to go get one, and there's 3 areas in a triangle that each have the same resource. And not only do they have the mission resource, they have other things there. So you go there, you complete the mission with the mission resource, then you have extra escape pods, extra landmines, this, that, and the other. So then you sell those. This is a floater. It's not a surface depth station. I do not have to slow down, thank you. Yankee, White Wisco Tango, Oscar Uniform. Oscar Uniform. Doc. What is a D? I forgot. Bravo, Charlie. Delta, Oscar, Charlie. Uniform. What is she spelling out? Uniform. I don't know, but they all say the same thing every station. Same 3 letters. Or 4 letters. Tango, Whiskey, Oscar, Uniform. Who? Whiskey, Oscar, U, WOU? What does that mean? Alright. I'm ready to deploy, baby. Welcome to Jones Dock.
You are on deck. Disembark when ready.
Batter up. Can I turn in my things? Of course not. Got to be the most annoying thing ever. Because the mission part of the game unlocks when you stay at the same space station. That's why they want you to do that. And that's the progression. So you're constantly going to other stations. You'll slowly progress everywhere instead of fast stay at one place. Why haven't we completed this? Oh yeah, to deliver with Mohan Forum. That's the next one. Man, I thought I had made it more streamlined and efficient than this, but I was wrong. Mohan Dock shouldn't be far though. But everything else is back in another system.
Restraints released. All clear, Commander.
Show no restraint with me, 'cause I love you so free. Show no restraint with me, 'cause I love you tenderly. Mohan Forum, here I come over the horizon. Flying is so much fun. On the dark side of the moon. Man. everything's gotta be a hassle. Alonda, citizens of tradition. Can't wait to get into this fighter. At the top of the line, Gudamaya fighter. Oh, come on. With a name like Gudamaya and the way it looks, how could you turn it down? Slow down, you break your heart. Stop in the name of love before you break my heart. The damn planet was slowing us down this whole time. See, we got the weapons, the point defense. Yeah, we're gonna be bad. I still haven't even used the new engineered weapons. Michael Baker. A clean lambda party citizen. Take some outside shots. No light out here. My lights. How did my lights get off? My lights should be on. Maybe night vision's off. Night vision's on too. Why is there no lights? That's not my lights. Where's my lights? These little things? Are you serious? Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. Big old engine. Oh, I'm in the back. That's why. Okay. There's your boy. Oh, look at that. That's a big ass cockpit. What a big ship. Doesn't seem like that from the inside. Don't see any. Oh, we're coming up on something now. Got him. Why do you want me to at the back? Ship cockpit bag. No filters or anything. Just camera, huh? That's alright. Nice. The sound changes. We noticed that in the Imperial Eagle. We could, with the camera in the back, we could hear the engines, but our engines have already at a sustainable level. So we were revving when we heard them all loud. Sound you can hear them from outside in the camera. I have to see the weapons and watch the boosts and everything. Pale blue dot. Oh, that's the moon. Ugh. You want to get sick there. Well, this is a surface place, huh? It's alright with me.
Orbital flight engaged.
I don't think we're gonna have any problems with this one. Except we did it too quick and too easy. Can't mess it up from here. We just need to get this glide soon. Here it comes. Picture perfect. Whoa, we don't even have to boost. We could just request docking. Perfect. That was nice.
Lincoln, Yankee, Oscar, uniform. The Imperial Flight Operations Bureau welcomes you to this port, Commander. It is an honor. Access permitted. Set course for landing pad 01. Use of automated docking computer permitted. You are clear to hand over control.
Receiving 5x5. I'm in the air now, joining Patrol International Security Service. Internal. That's for the Imperial Navy. No repairs here. Is this an engineer or something?
Have a pleasant visit,
No, he's
Commander.
not an engineer. Here's advanced maintenance. Why couldn't I repair? Maybe I'm not damaged. Nothing really. Come on. Nothing really. There were 2 units. We're gonna take the money. Oh, wow. 10,000. Donate 25,000. None of our factions I'd like to join here. They got some decent missions. Yeah, for sure. Most of them are 1 million or more. Until we get to this faction. And then the ones we can't do because we're not the rank, I haven't been looking at them. Those are 1 million or more too. You just look at the top ones because these were all 1 million. Some of these are 7 million, 10 million, 100,000, 2 million. Then wet work contract, these are all 1 million. 22 million, blast out 47 units of liquid oxygen. I think that's in a mining rig. See, if we had our whole ship full of 5A cargo racks, we could never get that much. So there's a big difference between this ship, which seems like a good mid to late game ship, but there's just so much more to the game. If we can get a ship that carries all that. And a fleet carrier. This is Kasuki T. And this is our last one. So I like having the filter for commodities because you can just choose the station without having to go to the system map. What did I say it was called? We just rounded it out again. Kasuki T. Coolhouse Hub. Coolhouse Hub. To market. Seems so weird that you gotta go down and spin around.
Ship detach complete. Please take note of oncoming traffic when leaving this facility.
I never said anything because, there's mechanics here and things like that. So, of course, you have to go down to do anything like that. Oh, we're good. Auto launch complete. Never met a girl with asthma. Met guys with asthma, never a girl. It's weird. You got a delivery time bonus? Good, it's not too far. Time bonus it is. So that'll probably round it out to a full 100,000. Woohoo! Ooh. Du hast. Du hast mich gefahren. Du hast mich gefahren. There's Ramstein. It was a popular band. I don't know where they're from. I think they're like Russian or German. I don't know, but there was a band that seems like they have the same language called DMF, KMDF, KMFDM, something like that from the 80s. Like a German techno band or something. They're pretty good. Gives me nostalgia. Megalomaniacal maniac. Like Crystal Method too, and Lords of Acid. A lot of good stuff. It was like the 70s for the next generation. Hippies, I guess you would call them, but it was all like synthetic music, synth music. Besides the vocal, well, even the vocals had heavy filters and things on them. Before it was the R&B pop craze. '70s didn't have the technology, not that I've heard of. They couldn't even clean shit up properly. And they got a DeVita. They left that one dirty. So they thought it sounded better. In the Garden of Eden. Look at that. They thought it sounded better because the guy was drunk. They thought it sounded better than the got a DeVita. And that was why it was so popular. If it was really in the Garden of Eden, you think it would have been as popular? What is that little thing? Is that a ship? That don't look like a ship. Those are like turrets. Those are floating turrets, I bet you. Or like sensors. Some type of security. To get to get the pirate flags raised, there's a faction in here that'll be anarchy or something rebellious like that, and you gotta make them the controlling faction. And the flags will be raised. Lots of cool things to the game. My tempered copper loading symbol. Forged copper. What does it say? Imperial Navy promotion to master. I guess what that means. One more flight before we can get the ship. One more flight. Can I turn in my things here? Probably not. I could, like, I don't know. Do we have to go, like, the people who are going to pay these are in multiple systems. We have to return it to their name, I'm learning. But I don't know which system, and there's no way for me to find out other than on the internet or by memory. Or you can look at system maps. But how are you gonna know which system map to look at? Like, can we can't see it from here, can we? The galaxy map? I don't think so. Especially not with this filter on. Come on, Christ. We're not even going home yet. Let's at the galaxy map. Home, James. Filter off. See, we can sort by, the large superpower, not the sub superpower. Summary, empire, faction, it says right. No, it doesn't say. It says the type of government, the type of state, not the faction that controls it. Glad there's interstellar factions, my man. Be home soon. See, even in the system map, we can hover over the station and see who controls it. Prismatic Imperium, Prismatic Imperium. But it just says who controls it. Like, there's other factions in here who will pay bounties and who we can do missions for, but it just says who controls it. If there is an interstellar faction in this system, our Aisling Duval headquarters, Cubio, we'll move to that station. Call it home. This is what we've been treating as home right now. But I don't have an interstellar faction. Let's put that filter back on. I didn't see anything light up. Redis, there's a green one, there's a green one. Redis and Bambera. Places we haven't docked, it won't show if there's one. I knew about Redis and Bambera already. But that's the inconvenience. I mean, if we pick up a mission that goes there, it'll be fine. We gotta do more missions from one station, so we can have a bubble discovered around that station so we know where one of everything is at instead of jumping from station to station. Let's see. We can find a green one. Redis. There's Bambera. Not down that far. And flying through a station or mapping its planets don't count. You gotta dock. There's Bambera. Are they bookmarked for why are these bookmarked? What is it? And a lot of bookmark for
Scan detected.
Interstellar faction is Redis. Bambera is the drug cartel. And they have an interstellar faction. So what is Enlada in there? It's not an engineer. Fleet carrier vendor, yep. That's cool, we can buy a fleet carrier, we're right next to it. No interstellar faction in Medupi.
Landing complete. Execute system shutdown. We trust this facility will serve you well, Commander.
Alright, let's get this shit. Imperial Courier. One of the most compact vessels on the market. The Imperial Courier is a lightweight combat ship from Gudamaya with agility to rival the Viper Mark III. I think that was my favorite. The Courier is adept at evading incoming fire with its 3 medium hardpoints have made it popular with those who want a tolerance of power and style. It's designed for small size landing pads. Top speed is an improvement. Boost speed is an improvement. Maneuverability is the same. Well, obviously, all of this is going to be less because we've got better mods and engineered it a lot. 3 medium hard points, 4 empty utility mounts. Everything else is small because it's designed for combat. You know, it's not a hauler, it's not a miner, not even exploration really. It's a store current ship. And go to I like the cockpit, and then go to outfitting before they send us up. Look at it, beauty. Broad shot. What do we got? Turret. It means it automatically fires at the fully automatic. You know, not just tracking. It shoots on its own. And I think I'm not sure about the degrees though. So it's who even that's why it's 2 million. Might have figured that out. So I'll probably just go if we can't go wrong for the most expensive, I guess. Frag cannon, it's a good number 2. Could mine if we wanted to. It would be a little difficult. 2B secret missiles, 500,000. What about a plasma accelerator? 800,000. So that's better than missiles. Of course, we're gonna go with the beam laser exchange. Where are these coming out of? Oh, the front. And what can we get? The burst laser was not good. Cannon, 500,000. A frag cannon, 1.4. Get that. But there was nothing else even close to worth 1 million, but that was close, I guess. I don't know. And then torpedoes, 11,000. Railguns, 400,000. Pulse lasers, 35,000. Plasma accelerators, 834,000. And we can go with missiles, 512,000. So we could double up on the frag cannon. But that's good, you know, we have 1 thermal, 1 kinetic. But we got a space for a third. And this one's both thermal and kinetic. So that's, I don't remember liking them, but it's fixed. That means you can't even aim it. It just points out the front of your ship. Not a fan of that. What was our frag cannon we got? Fully automated. So this cannon's 500,000. It's fully automated. Get another beam laser. I guess we'll do that. Looking good. Utilities. This is a fighter. Let's go with the point defense turret. Kill warrant scanner. Electronic countermeasures. Manifest scanners are missing some things. Electronic countermeasure. Defense system to counteract missiles and torpedoes, causing affected weapons to lose target lock. I mean, we could, but let's get everything. Let's get a wake scanner, kill warrant scanners. And shaft launcher. Defense system to counteract signature tracking, causing gimbal and turret mounted weapons to lose target lock. Requires ammunition. I don't know. I have to get a shield booster from our other ship, I guess. Core internals. 1C lightweight bulkheads. Let's go for 1A reactive surface composite. Or, yeah, let's get that. Low thermal resistance. Hull reinforcement. I've already read that. It's most expensive. 4E power plant. Definitely need to get the A. 4A power plant. Thrusters. Gotta get the A. This is nice, just being able to buy a new ship and being able to just completely max everything out. You got so much money. Remember how much of a struggle it was in the beginning of the game. We don't got the proper frame shift drive. 3B. Life support. 1B. I think we can get life support from another ship. Maybe a frame shift drive. 3A power distributor. 2B sensors. 2A. 2A. Fuel tank only goes to 3C, right? So we need life support and frame shift drive. So it's a fighter. We might an interdictor, but it don't need to be in our best slot. They don't have much for fighter. I'm not familiar with the interdictor. Let's start out with a 1. 1B. The 2 slot, what do we got? I don't know what we should get just yet. Do we have a shield generator? We have a 2E. We'll definitely make that a 3. We gotta remove the other one. That sucks. It's because of multiplayer. 3A, nice. But if it doesn't cost as much, it's obviously not going to be good enough. And we don't want 3A cargo rack. Maintenance doesn't sound bad, so we can get right back into the fight. And then maybe a cargo rack or a shield cell bank. But we got a shield cell bank and we have a lot of things. Fuel tank, beam lasers, 4C shield. We can't even fit that on here. It's 2A fuel scoop. Those are good. There's another maintenance unit. I accidentally bought it. Let's take the 2A fuel scoop. No, it's not. Because the only way I'd be using it is if we landed on planets with this. We gotta switch ships. Get the life support. So get the life support and the frame shift drive. That will no, yeah. We got a 3B frame shift drive. They're telling me it's only worth $4 million. You're crazy.